prom season, everyone. Of course I had to do a prom hairstyle tutorial. This is a prom/wedding hairstyle that I've seen done by hairstylists at the salon. Of course, when you're doing it to yourself, it's not gonna look that perfect, but it still gives you the same effect and you save all that money. I just blow dried my hair. If you have thinner hair, you might want to add a texturizing spray, and if you have thicker or frizzier hair, smooth it out a little bit so your hair is right in between so you have volume and texture to work with without it getting too crazy. To add volume and have a good base to work with for this updo, I'm going to start by just curling all of my hair. This is my curling iron. It's a Remington 2-in-1, so you can remove the clip if you want to use it like a wand. I'm going to do standard curling today though. It's heating up right now. Oop, I just saw some steam come off of it. And I do use the highest temperature so I don't have to hold it as long. Like I do whenever I curl my hair, I'm just going to section it in half to start and clip half of it up. I'm going to curl these two sections and then let one section down at a time. To get the curls to stay really well, I'm just going to hairspray them first. And brush that in. And then start curling. This is the regular curling technique, which I normally don't do. However, for this updo, the curls don't have to look a certain way or all be perfect. We just need some body to work with. So you can curl in any direction, just keep the hair tight around the barrel and make sure you curl the roots and the ends well. So I have this first layer done. I'm just gonna hairspray again, really get them to hold, and then let down this top section in half. So I'm gonna bring one side of it down and keep this other one clipped up. Again, hairspraying and brush it in. Continue to curl just as you did with the lower sections. I find that starting with the sections in the back is a lot easier and you work your way forward. Let down the last section, hairspray, and finish curling. Try to keep the curl smooth by brushing each section before curling if you need to. Now that my bouncy curls are all done, I'm going to hairspray more. And then just run through it with my fingers to kind of smooth it out. Okay, to start the updo part of it, I'm going to grab my bangs, a decent sized section, and just clip that away. Then I'm gonna section out the hair right behind my bangs. To get an even line, I like to use a sectioning comb in the back, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Then smooth out the top a little bit so it's not so messy. To give us a good base for this updo, take this section, twist it, and push it up. I'll show you what that looks like from the back. Then pin in the twist until secure. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the sides, even though I don't have that much on the side of my head, but twisting those both back and pinning. Wrap the twist over the center twist and pin. Keep it tight. You can loosen it later. Repeat on the other side, pinning until secure. So this is the base that we're working with. It's kind of pretty just like this. The next step is to, and I'll show you from the back, that'll be easier, but we're going to wrap all of this hair around your finger like this, right up against the scalp, and then pin it down, and we're going to put that all around where we just twisted. Keep the hair fairly tight around your finger, then press your finger against your head and slide the bobby pin right along your finger to keep everything in place. You'll get the feel for it after a few rolls. You should start with rolling the hair in the center and then work your way out with the rolls. I'm going to speed through this, but you're just continuing to roll and pin. I like to spread out the rolls and pin directly to the scalp for security, but you could pin some rolls on top of each other if you wanted more volume. I also find it best to keep the rolls tighter so their structure holds better. If you have really long hair, your rolls may need to be a little bit wider so you don't run out of room on your finger to curl it around. And don't worry if you have some stray hairs, you can fix that at the end. Each section should be about 1 inch wide so that you only need 1 pin per roll. In problem areas though, you may need 2 pins. For the bottom roll, you will actually stack the rolls on top of the other rolls instead of directly to the scalp. So now I have all the hair rolled up, but as you'll see, there are pieces that come undone or pieces sticking out. It's generally there, but the next part is just playing around with it. So pinning pieces that are coming undone, any pieces that are sticking out, you might need to re-roll something. It takes a little time and a little getting used to, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, that's part of the look, is you're creating all these rolls, and none of them, they're not gonna be all lined, they're not gonna be all smooth and perfect, and that's fine, that's part of it. So I'm just gonna play around with it now, put in some more bobby pins until I like it. So here I'm just repinning rolls that came undone or re-rolling anything that I don't like. You might have some wispies like me at the bottom, but I just like to take what I can, twist it, and then pin it underneath the updo. The last step is to take down your bangs. Then I'm just going to tease them a bit at the root. Then I like to twist it once with the curl, puff it up, and then pin it all the way back. Then you just have to loop and curl this last piece. And here's the finished look. Thank you for watching. Please give it a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe. I have new videos out every Wednesday. I'm going to Vegas in just 2 days, which is so exciting. So I'm gonna try to still get you a video next Wednesday, but that video might end up being of my outfits and hairstyles for Vegas, we'll see, and show you a little bit sneak peek of my trip. If you wanna follow me on my trip to Vegas, my Instagram is LZHart, or you can add me on Snapchat. Have fun at prom, guys.